Hey, it's the Right Rican, and today I want to talk about sports-related topics, but intertwined with politics. It's basically about Mark Cuban and his. He's apparently he hasn't played the national anthem the whole season, and now he plans to not do it anymore for the rest of the season, and it's look, listen, if you're offended by the national anthem, then you know, there's plenty of other countries you could listen to their national anthem that you could go to. It's really dumb. It's like it's supposed to be a time when Americans, regardless of race, color, uh, ethnicity, wherever you came from, this is supposed to be a moment of unity, and we can't even have that. And it's, look, I lived in Texas for 6 years. I'm going to tell you that's not going to fly. That is not going to fly. If Mark Cuban thinks that this is going to help his business with the basketball team, he's sadly mistaken. I see. I look at it kind of like the Super Bowl. I heard the Super Bowl is the lowest rated Super Bowl since Super Bowl III. And I think this is the problem. And I'm going to further touch upon this in another video I saw about wokeness in France. I'm not going to go into it right now because I want to keep this about the sports. The people who watch your sports, for the most part, are apolitical people. They're people who don't want the politics in the sports. So this whole wokeness, this whole social justice warrior nonsense. Justice is justice. If you need an adjective, then it's not justice anymore. If you need an adjective in front of justice, then it loses its whole meaning. And that's what's going on. You have low rated, the last commercial of football was about social justice. And people don't want that in their face. They don't want it. And, it has nothing to do with racism. It has to do with politics. It's politics, it's political. People that want to say it's racial, no, because nobody defends the black conservative from racism. Matter of fact, they embrace it. You don't see you see people always calling names to let's say Larry Elder, and other black conservatives like Hodge twins and all these people. You're allowed to call them. I could even say the word. I could saying the word that they use to describe black conservatives. It's okay. But the N word, no, which it shouldn't be, but neither word should be acceptable. But it happens. People are, but like I said, anyway, stick to what I want to talk about. I want to talk about the sports, and that's my whole thing. It's football. The Super Bowl ratings were low for a Super Bowl that should have been, you had the greatest quarterback of all time and versus who could surpass Tom Brady as the greatest quarterback of all time. I mean, Mahomes did his best to try to help the Chiefs come back, but that line just was decimated by injury, and it goes to show you that no matter how good a quarterback is, if their line sucks, they're not going to be very effective. So that's my sports critique. But like I said, if Mark Cuban and the rest of sports, if they want to keep doing this, you're alienating. You're not making a sound business decision. You're alienating people who want to watch your sports but don't want to deal with the politics. That's what you're doing. So you're alienating at least half of your base of your fans. That's what you're doing by making these type of stupid decisions based on wokeness. Because social justice is what's killing this country. It's what's tearing us apart. Seeing racism everywhere where it doesn't need to be, and sports is one of them. Sports is the greatest meritocracy there is, because you look at all the sports, and they're not dominated by white people. The only sport that's still dominated by white people is hockey. That's it. You look at sports, basketball, dominated by blacks. If you look at baseball, it's dominated by Latinos. So it's the greatest meritocracy. If you're good, they'll, it doesn't matter where you're from, they're gonna put you into play. And that's the greatest thing about sports. It doesn't matter race, ethnicity, whatever, country of origin, gay, straight, it doesn't matter. If you're good, you're gonna play. End the story. And that should be the unifying message of sports. Instead, we get this woke nonsense, and it's destroying the country. It's destroying sports, and I'm hoping that the low ratings will get sports to take this out of it. And that's it. Let me know what you think. With that being said, have a good one.